So I'm working from home today, and as I was sitting here, a thought occurred to me that I have some more fiber. I'm about to run out of my white wool that came from the woolery with my kiwi spinner, or spinning wheel. So I was kind of sad because it doesn't look like my other fiber is going to get here for a bit. I hope it's here by the end of the week, but it might not be here for another week or so. So I remembered my mother-in-law actually got me this little pack of fiber several years ago when she got me a like drop spindle. So I'm going to show this to you guys real quick. I was prepping it during my break. Yes, this is how I use my break. So it's this pack of, as you can see, rainbow fiber. There's the little, it's a set of 36 colors, and it's just, you know, wool roving. It doesn't have really any information other than that I have been able to see. It's hard to do this one-handed. Yep. There's that. And then this is the front. So each of these little colors is 3 grams. So it's over 100 grams of fiber, which is really cool. And so I'm just pre-drafting. I experimented with pre-drafting in little strips, which I am not a huge fan of. And then I did a long strip that I made into a little roving nest. But yeah, there are all of these different colors. So I think I am going to do, I'm going to attempt to do a rainbow skein. We'll see how that goes. I think that'd be kind of fun though. And I'm going to try doing it like this with pre-drafting and the little pencil rovings that I'm making. But I think I'm also going to try like drafting while I treadle, because I haven't tried that yet. It might be a little difficult because the staple length on these seems to be shorter. So yeah, each little like fiber or each little hair seems to be shorter than with the other rovings. So it's a little tricky, but I will play around with it and share that with you and see how that goes. And actually, I had a thought too. Another way to get some good just roving to practice with is looking for sales at craft shops. This is from Hobby Lobby. It's a little over 14 grams. It's half an ounce, and it was 23 cents. I also got this one. This is also a half ounce, and it was also 23 cents. And so, you know, I got an ounce of fiber for 46 cents, and, you know, on Etsy, I see an ounce of fiber going for like $9 sometimes if it's like Rolags, and stuff like that. So like 4 ounces of fiber, I think I can get for like $6 from someone who's like really inexpensive. But as far as my experience has gone, so an ounce of fiber for 46 cents, that's pretty good. So I just looked in the clearance section, when I was at Hobby Lobby in the fiber area, like where the yarn and stuff is. And I'm going to definitely be checking there regularly, I think, because this is awesome for getting some really cheap fiber to practice with. I don't know how great it is yet, so I'll tell you how pleasant it is to practice with, but it's an idea. And so you can see them a little better. This is like a dusty blue roving. Yeah, dusty blue, and then this one is like a fun ombre. It just says blue, but it's like an ombre, you can kind of tell. It looks like it has 3 different blues in it, possibly 4, but I think there are 3. So those are gonna be good to play around with, I think. All right, I have made all of those little rainbow skeins, or not skeins, little roving bundles into little roving nests. So I'm excited to get these spun up. Oh, let's try. Hi, Nolly. You're good. Are you being a good girl? Oh my goodness. How nice. Murphy loves bottles. Sweet babies. Here's what we've got so far. And Murphy has his bottle. He loves it. But so exciting. So this fiber is definitely more difficult than the other one was, but it's still really fun. Okay, that was pretty rough. The fiber just was breaking left and right. Some of it was like really coarse and some of it was like really fluffy and soft, and I don't know. It was, it looked like a very like cheap bag of fiber, and I think that it probably was. It was very inconsistent. The staples were super short. There were just like random like chunks of fiber in each little bundle. Yeah, and it broke just really, really easily. So I'm actually surprised I was able to spin it at all. But it may have been okay for a drop spindle, actually. Like, it still probably wouldn't have been the easiest to work with, but it probably would have been easier just because a drop spindle is slower. But yeah, I've only got about half of it spun because my bobbin is full now. So I'll show you what I've spun and what I have left to spin. So this is what I've got. It is fun colors. I'm very excited about that. And I'm considering maybe, I was gonna have this as a single ply, but I'm wondering if I might ply it with a white fiber just to give it a little bit more durability, perhaps. I don't know, we'll see. And this is what I have left to spin. And those colors are actually really pretty together. I like just that bundle right there. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I have left. I'll do that maybe tomorrow because I've got some work to do tonight. I've got the first skein on, well, the first bobbin, I suppose, on a Lazy Kate, and I am spinning up the second bobbin. I think I could just get away with calling this an art yarn. So we have dogs. We also have this. Oh boy. Well, it's something, I suppose. Sorry for the jostling. Nolly was trying to shove her nose in my hand. Hi, Nolly girl. So what I think I'm gonna do next, Nolly, I'm trying to film, please, thank you. Okay, Nolly, back love. Okay, so I pulled apart one of these little, like mini, what would we call them? Rovings? I don't really know. One of these guys. This is what happened. It wants to like fall apart into like these, well, really like 3 sections. I don't really know what happened to the third one. I guess it fell on the ground somewhere. But yeah, or it could be this little guy that I'm thinking of. In any case, this is what happened. And so I'm gonna try to draft from it as I'm spinning and see what happens. This may not be the best idea since this is not high quality roving, but I just thought I'd try it and see what happens since I'm not super attached to it. I already used all of the pretty rainbow stuff, so okay, well, that was that, I guess. I already used all the pretty rainbow stuff, so I am going to now do an experiment with the stuff I don't really care about. So we'll see what happens. Well, that didn't work. I sort of kind of did it-ish with the first one, and then the second one, no. It didn't even want to pre-draft. It was breaking so much. And then the third one, no.
So this is what we have instead. That's fun. That's okay. This was a fun experiment and it was neat to play with the fiber.
So part of me is kind of considering plying this with some sort of like scrap yarn in my scraps. Thinking maybe like a DK weight would be nice, possibly like a sport weight. And the reason I'm kind of thinking about that is I don't want like a super spiral ply, I guess, but I don't really want the colors to be like muted that much by another yarn taking over. I don't think I'm gonna leave it as a single ply just because I feel like it's not super usable as a single ply. Let's be real, it's not highly usable as a 2-ply either. But like I could at least do something like kind of fun with it, I think, as a 2-ply. So yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about that. So I planned kind of poorly and I don't have enough bobbins. So I am going to be applying these two halves, roughly halves of my rainbow yarn skein with this guy. This must be merino. I cannot remember the colorway off the top of my head, but it's from Hobby Lobby. And it's a merino, I think nylon, it might be, I think it's merino acrylic blend. It's really soft and it's just a nice neutral. It's the most neutral that I could find that was like a DK kind of weight. So yeah, so I'm gonna apply it with these two puppies. I took this guy off of this bobbin so that I could spin the plied yarn onto this bobbin. Yes, because all my bobbins were full. So yeah, here we go. Let's ply up some rainbow yarn. And yes, I am going to be attempting to do this straight from the skein instead of putting it on some sort of bobbin on the Lazy Kate. So we're gonna see how that goes. Hopefully it'll be fine. If it's not, I'll have to reevaluate what I'm doing. Alrighty, I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's fun. This will be gone in just a moment. I haven't detached it yet, but yeah, I think that's really fun. I like that. So I still have the problem of not having enough bobbins because now that one's full of that yarn and my Nitty Naughty is full of this. You know, what I think I might try is putting that yarn on a toilet paper roll and then putting it on here. And just seeing what happens. Let's try it. Seems okay. Guess we'll just see what happens. Well, I'd say that was rather successful. I think this is pretty cute. I'm gonna let it sit for a bit and then wash it, and I don't think I'm gonna thwack this, so at least I'll wash it and then hang it to dry. How cool is this? I think this is pretty cool. Look at all of these colors. This is so much fun. Oh goodness. I've got to do more rainbows. That was really fun. So awesome. All right. Now to get this little love into a soak. This is a little skein I've made to weigh it. before I wash it. How cute is this? How fun is that? If that's not a sink full of happiness, I don't know what is. And here is the finished rainbow skein. I think that's really cute. I'm pretty pleased with that. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. But it's just so fun.